Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to do a little Q&A. I was gonna do it tomorrow, but actually my mom will be here tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday. She's not working weekends, so I didn't want to interrupt her. I actually asked you guys to ask me questions on Instagram, so I will read them here. I have not read them, which I don't know if it's a mistake for me because sometimes I don't have the words at the exact moment and just like hours after, but we're gonna give it a try. This is my new journal. Actually wanted to show you guys. I bought it at TG Maxx and it was super cheap. It was like $4, but I think it was pretty cute. And I already wrote a lot, and if you want to know what I wrote, I actually made a podcast about it because I wrote my entire summary of like 2022 and the good and the bad things that happened to me, or kind of like the mistakes I made, the stuff I did, and also like a little summary. You guys know I freaking love my journal. I love journaling, but for this new year, I actually want to do my journal with like all the thoughts that I have in my mind. But to organize myself, I am using Notion. I am like learning how to use it, and I've been doing it so far and I love it. But yeah, this video is gonna be a little eat with me, so like having breakfast, coffee, and just chatting, and maybe we can make it a thing, to have breakfast together and chat about a topic or something. Maybe I can do that for next year. And I actually did 100 things that I want to do, 100 goals that I want to make, I want to accomplish this year, and they're kind of all up to me, so I really want to do it. And if you want me to share those with you, I can totally do that too. I am reaching for the highest start this year because I really want to make sure that I'm doing everything that I want to do, because by doing the summary of my 2022, I realized that there's a bunch of things that I didn't get to do because I was too scared, or I was stuck in a cycle that I am not anymore. Again, if you want to know more about it, I made a huge podcast about it yesterday talking about it. Okay, we're gonna get straight into it. I'm gonna answer as many as possible. Reading or writing? It depends. I really like reading to learn things, and then writing to like write my thoughts. So I guess both. I cannot pick. I love both. It just depends on my mood and what I need at the moment. Chick-fil-A or your favorite Starbucks snack or drink? Love you. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too. And I love you too. This is kind of hard. For food, I would say Chick-fil-A. I really love it. And then for drink, Starbucks, I guess. Just they're different. They're not like the same. If you say like Chick-fil-A or McDonald's, that will be like kind of the same, but Chick-fil-A and Starbucks is not kind of the same because for one, I get like desserts, like treats and drinks, and the other one I get food. So it's like completely different. Just as like reading and writing, it's like a little bit different. So I don't know what to answer in there. Do you suffer of digestive issues? I used to, and not anymore. I used to. I think the most I have been constipated and like suffering with digestive issues was when I was underweight, very underweight, and I was not eating enough and over exercising. So I think it just gets better as long as you keep nourishing your body and like being patient and like treating your body right. It just gets better with time. Decide yesterday that I'm going to recover. I'm a bit scared, to be honest. You shouldn't be scared. Like, I know it's scary, but like that's why we journal. Write in your journal, why am I scared? Like, what's your fear? What is going to happen if you recover? Honestly, nothing bad will happen. Everything is good. So that's how you realize like, hey, I'm making the right choice and it's actually not that bad. So you should probably start journaling, because that's literally something that I preach and that I tell everyone to start doing, because it's something that helps me so much in my day-to-day life. I just love it. I literally have so many journals that I really want to go through all my journals. And I think maybe I can even make like a book with all the journals that I have, because I have so many. I've been writing out my thoughts for many years, trust me. Am I allowed to finish carbs like white rice while I gain weight? Yes. You're allowed to eat whatever you want. What's your favorite color? My favorite color is like, in Spanish is turquesa, but I'm scared to say it in English because I know that I will say it wrong. So it's like turquoise.
Turquoise.
See? That's a word.
Turquoise.
Turquoise. That's my favorite color. It's so pretty. I love it so much. Do you have a sweet tooth? I kind of do. I think that I do. Story time. When I was a kid, my boss from school used to get to my parents used to have a restaurant in Colombia. And when I was a kid, when I was like 7 years old or 8 or 9 or 10, I don't know, like one of those ages, my boss will not bring me home. They will bring me to the restaurant of my parents because nobody was home. And in front of the restaurant was like a little supermarket. And it used to have like ice cream and like in Spanish, we used to, oh gosh, so gum of flavors, but it was not Trident. It was not like the usual. It was called Boogaloo, which I think I can put a picture in here if I find it. And also Bon Bon Boon. Like I used to eat a lot of sweets and candy every single day. My mom was very scared about my health because I used to eat so much candy and also Sparkies. I used to eat so much candy and loved it. And I still do. Like I don't eat that much candy per se, but I do eat sweet stuff that I really like. And I think that's why I love Japanese sweet potato so much, because it's like super sweet. It's like, gosh, it's so good. And like my breakfast, usually they are very sweet because that's how I love them. But yeah, I haven't found like a candy that I actually like here in the US. In Colombia, they were so good. In here, they're, I don't know, not the same. Early mornings or late nights. Personally, I am more productive in the morning, and at night, I just want to go to bed, read a book, watch Netflix, watch TikToks. I cannot concentrate. I cannot focus at night. I'm just super tired. So I'll say early mornings if I want to be productive, and if I want to rest, I will say at night. Yep. Next one. How did you mentally stop counting calories? This is kind of hard, but you are also in control of this. And if you cannot stop per se, you just have to let it go and try and not give a shit. That's what I do. So I do know how many calories has, I don't know, an apple or like oatmeal or something like that. But I just don't take the track in my mind. I'm just like, whatever. Like, yeah, food has calories. That's a fact. But like, whatever, like it doesn't really matter. And if you're having trouble with like overthinking about calories and stuff, try and buy more things that do not have nutritional value. So for example, like potatoes, like apples, or like fruit, vegetables, like rice, one that doesn't have like nutritional value, content. And also there's a bunch of like bakery bread that you can buy, and it doesn't even have nutritional value either. You can also make your own thing. So like if you want to eat granola, you can actually make your own granola, and you don't have like the nutritional value in there, so you won't be like tempted to see it. Stuff like that. You can do a lot of things with that, but it's also in your control to like how you handle it. Okay, so yeah, like it's impossible to avoid triggers, because there's triggers everywhere. Like you're gonna find calories of everything everywhere on the menu, in literally almost every single restaurant, and like people are gonna talk about it. Like it's just impossible. Like even when you go to like Dunkin' Donuts or like Starbucks, you can see the freaking calorie content in there. Like it's just impossible not to see it. But it's up to you to let it affect you or not. So are you gonna let the number of a food item that is not even that accurate, because every single food has like a different, it's not going to be an exact same number every single day. An apple today, like this apple can be less calories than, I don't know, an apple that is more mature or like whatever. But the thing is that it's not going to be exact, and it's up to you to let that number affect you so much that you're not living your life due to that. You know what I mean? So it's up to you. That's what I realized with many years of doing this. I got used to little portions and too low calories. How do I fix this without feeling overly full? You start eating things that are actually more high caloric dense. So like nut butters, like bagels instead of low calorie bread. Like, again, it's up to you to choose what you know has more calories, and not let it affect you. Stop overeating on vegetables and low calorie stuff. Stop buying low fat, low sugar, low whatever, and just buy the regular thing. Treat yourself and go out to Starbucks and have a fun drink, or just because you want to, and that's it. Sorry. Little break in here. I've been really anxious lately. So, excuse me if I take deep breaths, because my body just feels the anxiety building up, and sometimes it's hard to breathe. Which body part do you like the most while working out? Arms, back, legs? Back. I think that one was my favorite. So far, I haven't been like lifting. If you have been catching up with my videos, I haven't been lifting, but I think back is my favorite. How's your injury? Do you have piriformis syndrome or sciatica? Sending healing love. You're amazing. Thank you so much. I don't know what I have. It is so weird. I feel numbness from my knee to my toe sometimes, and sometimes I feel like I have something making a lot of pressure on my calf, and it just doesn't feel right. It feels awful. I also feel pins and needles on my fingers. No, it doesn't. I do that again. It's not fingers, it's toes. In Spanish, you say dedos is fingers, and you don't have another word for like the fingers on your toes. So you say dedos de manos, of hands, and dedos of pies, de pies, like of feet. So I used to like get that mixed up and always say fingers, but in treatment, when I went to treatment, a friend told me it's not how you say it. You say toes. So toes. So I feel pins and needles on my toes, and I feel like I constantly have to move them. So it feels awful. And yeah, that's about it. And so, I also feel like a pull on my hamstring, which my mom did a little massage last night, where it was like 2 nights ago, and she felt like it was very tense and literally so contracted. So like, I really don't know what I have. My back doesn't hurt at all. It's just my hamstring from my right side, and literally my whole right side below the hip. So I don't know what I have, but sometimes it feels good, sometimes it feels weird and bad. So it's kind of like overwhelming to think about, because I don't really know what to do to fix it or what is it. So it's kind of hard. If you could live in any country, where would you live without thinking about money? I think Australia. I've never been there, okay? But it looks so cool from what I have seen. in pictures and videos and like content creators that live there and share. I want to live in a warm, wet weather, or Hawaii, which will be like the US. I want to live somewhere near the beach. And because I love the beach, I feel like myself near the ocean. I can't wait. That's like my dream place to live. Imagine waking up. I'm going to a walk at the beach. That would be so cool. And also like so healing. And I did it. Like last year we went to Hilton Head, and every single morning I will go for a walk at the beach with my friend, and it was just so healing. We will just talk and talk and talk, and time will pass by so fast, and like we will see the sunrise, and it was so nice. And like listen to the ocean and the waves and feeling the sand on my feet. It was just amazing. I've been struggling with body image. I've gained almost 20 pounds, but it's going to my face and stomach. It's making me relapse and feel so discouraged. I've been also having the same issue as you say, where you feel like you look healthy already. I don't know what to tell you because I am on the same track. I actually feel like all the weight that I gain goes to my face and my stomach. And I do have a lot of face dysmorphia. I do feel quite puffy on my face, and it truly sucks. I have not been feeling confident lately, so I really don't have any advice in here. I don't know what to tell you because I'm on the same track. I'm feeling the same way, and this is hard. And recovery is it's hard. It's something that it's hard. Food is not a struggle as gaining weight is. So like I can totally eat and know that my body needs rest, my body needs food, but then I look at myself in the mirror and like what? So I know the struggle. I just want you to know that you're not alone on this one, and you got this. We got this. How are you doing? I have been better in the past. It's been a little hard to live life. Just a lot of responsibilities when being an adult, and a lot of dreams and goals that I have. And then I feel super overwhelmed because I am an overachiever and I want to do everything at once. And then I do feel quite overwhelmed with like everything that I want to do because I don't know where to start. And then I procrastinate because I feel overwhelmed. And then I compare myself with other people and how they're living their life. And it has been hard. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's been hard. And I hate that people think that when you have an eating disorder or when you used to have an eating disorder, you only struggle with food and everything has to be with food. It's not like that. It's not like that. And I don't want to be labeled as that and like being on that little box. I am right now struggling with, of course, body image, like face dysmorphia, body dysmorphia. But that's not that's not an impediment for me to like eat. And like, I just don't think about it anymore. But what I do struggle with is like the control of my life and like my future and like thinking about my future and like having a purpose in life and stuff like that, like more meaningful and like deep stuff, you know? So I've been trying to do more things about like spirituality and like reading more and like taking care of my mental health because that's like the most important thing for me. And yeah. Recovery is so hard. Yes, I'm there with you. Recovery is very hard. I agree. You're literally feeling like you lose yourself and you lose control of your life and you have nothing besides an eating disorder. So I understand. Completely get it. How would you color your hair? If yes, would you color your hair? If yes, what color? I don't think I would. I don't think any hair color will fit me that is not black. So I wouldn't do it. Will we have a list with all the books that you have read in 2022? I need it. I actually have a highlight on my Instagram with like the books that I've read. I should have read more the past year, but I didn't. But in my defense, I did read a lot of self-development books, which are a little bit more complicated to read because I highlight quite a lot and I take every single quote that I see in there very seriously. So I started like doing research. I'm like doing more podcasts about the little quote that I find and like really thinking about it and writing about it. So like a book of self-development takes me like very long to read. So I didn't read that much, but this year is one of my goals to read 24 books. Again, if you want me to do like the video of like the 100 goals that I have for this year, I can totally do that. I can totally share with you guys that. I would love to. You guys are my friends, so why not? What aesthetic do you think you match? Personally, I am more of a simple, minimalistic beach girl. That's how I see myself, like spiritual. Like I don't really care about material stuff. I don't really care about buying the last Gucci thing or like having the most expensive clothes or car or makeup. Like I'm not like that. I feel like my aesthetic is more of like beach girl with like comfy clothes that are kind of like beach vibes, you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it, but I have it in my mind how I see myself and like see my aesthetic. So sweet or savory, it depends, but sweet. Favorite breakfast, this one and the Japanese sweet potato yogurt bowl. Do you believe in God? Are you going regularly to church? I do believe in God. I am a believer in everything. I am a believer of everything that makes me feel good. I believe there's something, there gotta be something that has more control than I do. Is that the universe? Is that God? I don't know, but there's something. I do not go to church regularly. I used to when I was in Colombia. I haven't found a church that I actually enjoy and like and want to stay at. So yogurt bowls or oatmeal? Yogurt bowls. Sometimes oatmeal makes me feel like super heavy. I think oats are like, they digest very slowly. So I don't like feeling super heavy on my stomach. And sometimes that's what happens. So I'd rather have like pancakes because when you blend them and cook them very well, I think that they digest better. Ciabatta bread or sourdough? Sourdough, definitely. Do you think therapy is helpful for eating disorder recovery? Yes, very much. Once again, an eating disorder has a lot of more deep issues, and the only way that you will get better and actually maintain your recovery is by working on your mental health. There's no food that will cure you or nothing. If you don't work in therapy, it's gonna be very complicated. An eating disorder is just another coping mechanism to deal with life in general. Why do you journal in English instead of Spanish? I don't know. I think in English now, and I talk to myself in English now. I don't know. That's how I express my feelings and what I want to talk. And I don't know. Every video that I watch on YouTube is in English. Everything that I do and everything is in English, so I don't know why. Pizza or burgers? Pizza, definitely. How old are you? I am 24. Favorite lunch or dinner at the moment? I will have to think about that. I don't have a favorite. I don't really like lunch or dinner. I like breakfast for lunch and dinner. So like avocado toast with eggs. That's like the best thing ever. Hot or iced coffee? I like iced coffee a lot. Have you tried Dunkin' Cookie Butter Donuts? It's amazing. Yes, I have. It's really good. What's your favorite type of cookie? Chocolate chip. Should I walk 10,000 steps in the beginning of my eating disorder recovery? I can't live this habit. Yes, you can. And no, like you shouldn't even be tracking your steps. You should rest, and I don't. That's another obsession. So yeah, no, you shouldn't be tracking that, and you shouldn't be obsessing about that. I was finally able to eat bigger and more cookies. I'm super proud of you. Favorite song at the moment? I am in love with every single reggaeton music in Spanish. It just makes me feel so good. It just makes me vibe in life and makes me feel like I am more closer to my family in Colombia. And it brings many, many memories, and I just love it so much. So those, definitely. Do you still struggle with some fear foods? Sorry if I'm being nosy. No. First, you're not being nosy. That's okay. And second, I do not. I think that I talk about this on my podcast, but I think in June, July, August, September, those months after my wisdom teeth removal, I literally faced all my freaking fear foods, all of them. I went for burger, I went for pizza, I went for, I tried Argentinian empanadas, I went for Greek food, Thai food, French food, everything. So donuts, I literally tried every single fear food that I had, Indian food. And I have a lot of videos in here if you want to watch them from like June, July, August, September, October, those months. And right now I don't really have any fear food. I don't think so. It's so funny because my mom came back home from work. I think it was 2 days ago. And mind you, on Monday was my dad's birthday. We went to the cinema and I had popcorn in there. Avatar movie is so good. You guys need to watch it. And I had popcorn, cinema popcorn, like buttered popcorn in there. It was really good. I also had birthday cake. And then the next day I had birthday cake again. And my mom also wanted to go to Starbucks, and we went on a coffee day, and I had a caramel brulee latte. And I also had my favorite thing from there, which is the pastry, the sugar plum cheese Danish. So good. And I didn't even think about it twice. And then at night, I was feeling so much freedom. I was like, gosh, I didn't even realize that I did all of this because I don't even think about it twice anymore. I don't even think about, like, if I want to have something today, I don't think about, oh my God, but what if tomorrow, which is what used to happen in the past. I wouldn't go out to eat any day of the week because I was scared someone will invite me out during the weekend. So I don't have any fear food. So my advice in there, if you still struggle with that, is to actually face all your fear foods. Like, go for it, go for everything, give your best, and I promise it gets so much better and it gets so much easier. Like, you don't even think about it anymore. And that's what you want. Almond butter or peanut butter? I like both. Peanut butter, I think I like better. Would you ever get a tattoo or a piercing? If so, what would you get? I think I have a piercing in here. I think that's a piercing. And I want to get my my tummy, the one on my stomach. But my mom said no. But I'm like, Mom, it's my body. Like, I really want to, but I don't know if I really want to because I'm scared it will get like infected or something. So I'd rather not risk it. But I like how it looks like. So I might do like a fake one. I don't know. It looks pretty. But other than that, no. And like a tattoo, I always thought that I wanted to. But I don't think so anymore. I don't think I want a tattoo. No, I don't think so. For you, how long did it take before the extreme hunger calmed down? I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't take track of time, and I don't like to label stuff because some days I'm still extra hungry more than other days, and that's totally fine. Everyone feels extra hungry some days, even normal people. So, like, you just gotta let it go, let it flow, and stop overthinking about it. Hope you're doing well. A quote that is stuck in your head. I have many quotes. So I think that I'm gonna actually do like a little highlight on my Instagram or somewhere where I can put all the thoughts, all the quotes that I freaking love. Right now, I cannot think about one in particular because I have many that I have found that I freaking love. But I'll definitely do work on doing like a little highlight with all of them. Do you love yourself? I do. I actually do. I love myself, even if sometimes I don't like how I look like, but I do love myself. Even if sometimes I say mean things to myself, I do love Danny, and I love how far she has come and everything that she has accomplished. Will your brother ever want to do an order what the person in front of others challenge with you? No. He doesn't like to be on camera. He doesn't like to be on my channel. He finds it cringy. So I don't think so. He doesn't even like when I put my parents. So I don't think so. I wish I had like friends so that I can do the challenge with them. That would be so cool. Because I don't want to do it by myself. I find it like super kind of lonely to do it by myself. Every time that I see someone doing the challenge, they're like with their boyfriend or like best friend or like family member. And with me, it's just like I don't really want to do it just by myself. I think this is going to be all for today because we're already at the 38-minute mark. I still have some answers that I want to reply to, but I don't know if I'm gonna do it on Instagram or something because I feel like this video will be too long and I don't want to be annoying with a video that is too long. But if you guys like the Q&A, just let me know in the comment section and I can totally do it again. I love answering your questions and talking to you guys while I have my breakfast because it distracts me with something. So yeah, definitely let me know. And I love you so, so much. And I hope you have an amazing day, an amazing New Year's Eve and everything. You guys are awesome. And I'm super thankful for your incredible support. You guys mean the world to me. And that's everything. I love you and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.